YouTube, good morning, welcome back. How are you guys doing? What's up? What's up? Good morning to the MMU students tuning in as well. How are you guys doing? Good morning. Okay. All right, so let's head over to Momo Pro and see what's moving and what's not. Dash, good morning. ZC, what's up? Chase, Maysam, Tamimi. We got the whole team checking in. Guys, hit that thumbs up as you're tuning in. For those of you on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, hit the thumbs up and let's get dialed. All right, let's get tuned in here to the gap scan, aka the discovery section over at Momo of the Pro. So, what's moving and what's not? There's two warrants, okay, and we got SBFM, a stock that does sound familiar, around the $1 and currently up 88%, right? This is really good to see. 2.6 million shares of volume, 18 million shares in the float. Some crazy relative volume here. All right, SBFM. Yeah, it looks decent. Nice move. Strong candlesticks curling up. Pre-market highs at 112. Let's get this up top. Okay, looking good. So pre-market highs, we got 112. Let's get our levels mapped out here. We got 112. This one again is a farmer mover. We traded it back in April, I believe, of this year. Is this April of this year, or is this last year? July. No, this might be last year actually. Let me check on E-Trade. Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim sometimes. Yeah, anyhow, right, the point is that it's a farmer runner. It's moved up recently, right? It doesn't look bad here today. It's a little on the cheaper side compared to where we saw it last time, which was around, levels at $9 and $10 as we pushed up from lows, of 223 all the way to 987. So we're definitely not quite in that price range right now, but with this opportunity that we're seeing here so far, this one might be good into the open, right? Looking at the daily chart, 111 is the 200 EMA. This could be why it's already having some trouble here, right? Essentially, I'm going to look at this as a rejection of the level. So once this curls back up, it is very important for us to get above 12 and then hold above 12 at the pre-market highs. If that can happen, then we have a good chance of seeing a bigger move. But yeah, besides that, key daily levels that I might want to map out, I'd say like 130, for example, going back to February 2nd is a bit of a high point, but not significant in volume. But a bit of an area some people might watch at 130. And for this price range where we're at right now, it's not a bad target. Can we see 130 out of this move? Is that possible? And let's see, going back some more, is there anything else I want to map out here? 147, which is October 20th of last year. 147. So essentially, the $0.50. Can we get through the $0.50 if we do get through 130? And then we had a 185, which is on July 26th of last year. That's 185. So those are the levels I'm going to watch for now. Yeah, so, to confirm the date, it was April 7th. April 4th to the 7th of last year is where we had that move from 2 up to 9. So yeah, we'll see what this one does today. Moving on. Coming down on the list, POLA. POLA up 66%. POLA. Okay. POLA up 66%, currently around 170. 9 million shares of volume, 7 million shares in the float. And again, a lot of relative volume, 55% gap versus yesterday's close. This is pretty impressive, right? So I'm going to start off with after hour highs from yesterday, which we're seeing at 198 here. 198, this will be in blue. All right. Are there any other significant levels I might want to keep an eye on from yesterday? Before 198, we had a high point here of 163, which may also, play a role here today, 163. All right. Are we holding up 163 so far pre-market today? Let's check, all right? Yeah, we are, right? We came down around, what's this, 5 a.m.? 5 a.m. I don't know who's trading at 5 a.m., but yeah, we came down there and, bounced up nicely. Then again, at 7 a.m., which for me is a little bit better here, 7 a.m., right? Some people will trade 4 or 5 a.m., not me. I don't think the volume at that time of day is what I would want. But for some people, it's good enough, right? And it's great, really. So we held again, and then, here we are right now. So can we hold up above 63, which is the very first high point before the major pullback yesterday? And midpoint, we're kind of in this range is how I'm watching at it. So can we break to the upside of the range over 2, or will we break down below 160? So we could potentially see bounce opportunities at 160, or maybe it does pull back, right? It just depends on the price action and how the candlesticks are closing around the area. So that's POLA. Shout out to Wrong Bet in the building. Wrong Bet, what's up? We got some students tuning in here in the MMU chat. So yeah, POLA, moving on to the daily chart, right? Pre-market highs today. Is this a double top? It seems like it might be. We got 193 by 194. So there's a bit of a double top. So again, we really and truly got to break over 2 for this thing to look very good. And let me bring my volume down a bit. Looks like it's maxed out. Here we go. Yeah, so POLA looking decent. Daily chart. I'm going to pick up the pace. I feel like I'm moving a little on the slower side. 200 EMA. Uh-oh. 200 EMA right in our face again. Both of these stocks. This one is at $2. Yeah, this could be a problem here. So we got some resistance to the upside. But the chart itself doesn't look bad. I mean, I'm not seeing anything major with volume, which is good. It's kind of just there stepping down. I'd say can we get to, what's this high? 339, 395, 402. I'd say 340 for a target on this one. 340 and then 4 if it gets going. There are some levels, but I don't feel like they're as significant. So I'm gonna put 340. 340 is the high of it's the high of May 23rd of last year. And then the top of that range we had 402. So break of 4. We'll see what it does. POLA. This is also a farmer runner, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Back in 2021. Yeah, this one has made a couple of moves, but back in 2021 we had an area where it went from over like a week and a half from 6 to 30. So this one is definitely familiar as well. The history repeating itself here in the markets. So, okay, coming down on the list, what else do we have? Warrant. ABST. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, this one is a buyout, so no good. AMPE, too cheap. Okay. Not seeing anything else that looks super obvious. Am I missing anything? MI and M, which I think was mentioned yesterday a couple times. How's this looking? Not great. Not great on volume. Let's see. Okay. And I just did refresh, so I don't have a lot of history. SBFM. Okay, yeah. So we'll see. I'll take a look at the chats. What else are you guys looking at anything else from yesterday? We can check some continuation. And by the way, I had what's this other one called from yesterday? TCRX. TCRX for the first daily candle to potentially make the new high at 541, as I mentioned in the recap, but volume is dead so far today. All right. Let me take a look at up here. MVST, JAGX. JAGX I saw yesterday, JGX. Once upon a time ago, this stock was on my no trade list. This is like 2 years ago. But it looks like it's up and then a little sideways, so not great. I don't know why E-Trade has this, the candlesticks don't actually look like this. E-Trade is just, crazy. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we get. I'm not sure. So, SBFM maybe is the most obvious one right now. And then we can see what else might move up. POLA. None of the cheaper ones, like, are standing out as much as the one that we had from yesterday. Okay, so, I'm seeing that maybe I might want to start off slow and then get aggressive, right? GT, we can check out GT as well. Well, this one's just been going straight up. What's the float on this thing? Let's see. Float 281. I don't know. The large float stocks can move well at times if there's enough demand, volume, right? In fact, there's some that even move like they're low float stocks. But generally, because there's more supply, we need that much more demand to get it to be volatile. But this is a pretty crazy move in itself here, from 11 to 14. But yeah, this isn't where I usually will make money, so I think I'll avoid this one. Not unless it's really strong and it's just hitting the scans, I just avoid this. But we'll see. We'll take it slow. So there's two main stocks, POLA, SBFM, and from there, I'll watch TCRX from yesterday, and we'll see if anything else does move up. Okay. Let's go through my checklist. Let's make sure everything is looking good. POLA, SBFM. All right, let's start the screen recording. That's what that alarm was just for. I'm not sure if it came through on the mic, but make sure your screen recordings are turned on. That way you can come back and study later in the day. So it's 9:25 a.m. Here we are once again. Almost like deja vu, isn't it? Right? Here we are once again. And, it comes down to the same set of things that we always talk about every day. How good can we be at managing risk? How good can we be at staying disciplined? How good can we be at adjusting and making improvements versus yesterday's, right? Prior days. Can we allow the discipline to compound and prevent the same mistakes from happening over and over? Can we improve slowly and steadily? So today's another day that I'm coming in and I'm looking forward to being disciplined. I'm looking forward to trading the A quality opportunities that we will potentially get here today. I'm looking forward to not over trading the consolidation. I'm looking forward to not starting deep into the red. I'm looking forward to sizing down on pullbacks, taking my time, not giving back, and being patient. If I do these things, and I follow my rules towards the engagement, right, towards my entries and exits, my profit target, my stop loss, I stand a high chance of having a successful day ending green. And right here, right now, there is nothing telling me that I cannot be disciplined to follow those rules. And so I will do my very best at following those rules. All right. So for each of us individually, you guys know what it might be. Maybe you're a little gun shy. Maybe you held the stock a little too long. Whatever issue it is, today's the day. Let's stand up. Let's be courageous. Let's not be fearful, right? We have to be courageous. Let's be quick. Let's be precise. Let's be accurate. And let's look forward to a great day of trading here today. All right. So the old plan is the new plan, right? Yesterday's plan is today's plan. It's been a good plan. So let's stick to our game plan and, let's look forward to a good day. So a couple of seconds to the 2-minute warning. Let's talk about the disclaimer, because as you guys know, if you didn't know, now you're going to know as the 2-minute warning is going off. Day trading is risky, right? Here in America, 80% of small businesses fail within the first 2 years, and day trading is no different. Day trading is a business, all right? You have to treat it as such. Record keeping, data, screen recording, all these things, metrics. So, remember, if you are new to the markets, to take it slow, right? To become a professional at anything, there's that 10,000 hours you hear, right? Of time that you got to put in. Take it slow. Trade in a simulator, gain experience, all right? At the very least, use risk money that if you lose it all right here, right now, it will not affect your livelihood or your lifestyle. Do not let the success stories hype you up, all right? John at work made 90,000 on AMC in 2 days, but John got lucky. That's not going to be everybody's story. A majority of people do lose, so you got to be careful. You got to take it slow. And even when John does lose money, you're never going to hear about it, because John is only going to tell people when he won, all right? So, stay safe out there. Take it slow. Put in the time. Keep the records and the data. And, that's how you can improve, right? Build that consistency and confidence. Remember to not blindly copy me. That's a recipe for disaster. You have to understand the strategy for yourself, all right? Other than that, remember that my results are not typical. And lastly, I do not invest money for my subscribers. So be careful with any fake Relentless Trader, Mighty Stocks accounts. What they're doing now, they're not joining the Discord, but they're just trying to message everyone they're seeing online and these type of things. All right, so be careful and know that we will not message you first. We will never ask you for money. We will never ask you for private information. All right. Another beautiful day. Here we go. Will we see a break of 112? There's a bit of a spread here. It's tightening up. We will never ask you for private information. We will never ask you for money. All right. So be careful of these scammers down in the YouTube comment section. They're also talking about WhatsApp and Telegram. There's fake accounts mimicking me and Marcelo. So you guys got to be careful and watch out. POLA curling up a bit. Okay. High 88, low 73. Does this require a starter position here? It's pulling back. Low 78 right there. Let's pull this one on screen. Low 78 of this candle. I take a starter I'm going to take a starter here. I might add to it. Tight stop, of course. Can we see the 1 minute candle make the new high? Reducing risk as there's some selling pressure, flat trade. It's coming down a bit, 77, 77. Well, think or swim. Think or swim. Think or swim with some lag. Think or swim. So I'm not going to hold that trade, unfortunately. We could curl here. It's possible. My stop would have been break even there, 78. The spreads are tight. It doesn't seem like it's flushing. So, just trying to give it a chance to see if it would curl up. But, other than that, if it's not going to go, then we might not really see much here. The other one is back at $1. I'm going to take a starter there as well. Let's just see what this does. 2. It seems to be holding. Tight stop. Can we curl though? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, big size, big size, big size. SBFM. I'll pull it up on screen when I can. There's a nice move into a halt. Will we see a pullback, or is this going to get halted up here? I do apologize for the off-screen trades for those of you on YouTube. But, I was reviewing last week and I cost myself $800 or something like that trying to switch screens. So I'm not going to do it until there's a break in the stock. What happened? The stock was at 285. I was long at 285, right? The lows were 281. It went up to 289. I stopped out for a small 4-cent gain, right? Now, in that moment, I said, you know what? Let me pull it on this screen here. In that time, we went from 88 to 98. In that short, like 2 seconds, I looked back. It's breaking over 3, or it might have been 4, breaking over 4, right? So it was at 388 or whatever. I tried to go long for break of 4. I'm filled at 410. It flushes down. I lose 10 cents. If I didn't take my eyes off of it, there's a high chance I'd been back in at like 92, adding for break of 4, and winning on a trade versus buying at the very high, missing the move, getting stopped out, then the stock going without me, So we're halted up here, and resumption is coming up. Nice move though, right? Nice move. It didn't even give a dip. It did not give a dip. I was geared up big size for a pullback from 110. If we could pull back from 110 down to like 103 or something, that'd be nice. But it just breaks through and gets halted up. All right. HCDI again. HCDI. Halted up. This stock looks decent here, but I'm worried that the daily chart is a little too weak. MINM. Maybe one to keep an eye on though. I don't want to get caught up trying to trade the side stocks. Trading the stock that's the most obvious is usually the best way for me to go. Not to say you can't make money on those other stocks, because you can. But, you gotta get in tune. You gotta map all the trend lines and everything, get used to the spreads, get used to the personality of the stock. So we got halted at 34.07. Resumption will be in 5 minutes from that time. 39.07 if my math here is any good. 39.07. So what are the setups that I took? Break of the whole dollar at 1. It was holding above, break and then holding above the level. Textbook trade there. And then break of the highs, 108 area, break of 110. We had sellers. As the sellers are getting bought up, 50,000 shares, the biggest order. At once it comes down, I think I bought once there was like 28,000 shares remaining. So I probably helped to bring down the order down to, let's say, like 25,000, my 3,000 shares. And then other people buying. Then we push straight into 116 into the halt level. Sold into the halt level. I holding into halts can be great, but it's also a little risky, right? I've had good experiences and bad experiences. But I generally do not hold into halts. This one hopefully opens at 120 and can be good, or maybe even higher. The goal here, though, we haven't been super accurate recently, so we got to try and connect here. Hopefully the entry provides itself, right? Presents itself. So cutting the chatter, we got about 30 seconds or so. I will be aggressive here. I will be aggressive here. Looking forward to some nice trades. And I'll buy the bids too if I have to. If that's what's necessary here. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3. Here we go. Nice resumption. Will we see a dip though? It's not pulling away. Do we need a bigger pullback? It's holding so far. I'm going to ease off. It's moving up. I should have held from that low. But got to be a little bit more decisive here with the entries. So there's a nice push. Can we get a dip though? Or is it going to get halted up again? Can I get a dip off these highs? Is that possible? Doesn't seem so. All right. Yeah, I should have held. I should have been a little bit more decisive with that hold at 19. I could have done well. What I needed to do was just hold versus a break-even stop rather than like, hey, I'm not seeing the volume, so I'll get back out. That would have paid me there. So we're halted up again, 140. And notice how high that resumption was, right? From, what was it, 15 all the way to 25 or something? Couldn't get filled. I don't like that I didn't capitalize there. We should have capitalized there. We should have done something there. Sometimes I just want to see a little bit more buying to feel good about holding the trade, because then I start to think, is this just a small 3-cent bounce for a bigger flush or something, But the buying didn't come till like high 20s. It just kind of held. It's like, okay, some selling, some buying, some, it comes up a little bit, and then the volume gets in. So once we get to that high, if we can see a good dip again, like 25 again, I take it and then try to get, the new halt level. POLA curling back up a little bit. Maybe it's on to something. Guys, don't forget to stay hydrated, right? Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. And also, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, right? Hitting the thumbs up. It's free. It's free, just like this content here, right? For those of you on YouTube. How high are we going is a great question. You know, hopefully $2, right? I got 147 and then 185 if it gets over that. So I'm thinking, can we see 185 out of this? We're not seeing the dip and rip working out extremely well. So, you know, can we see it here? It's supposed to be a quick entry. I'm in. I'm out selling into the highs. I'm not seeing it these last couple of days. I think I'm going to come down in size to 20. I'm going to go down to 2,500. And then I'll increase again if it makes sense. There's going to be a little bit more risk here, of course. Resumption will be at 45, 30 seconds. MINI through 650. Oh, no. Nope, I'm too late. Can we hold up, though? I might hold this one into this halt. Okay, it's fluctuating a little too much. Okay, we'll be back out. I hesitated on that, though. MINI, nice breakout through the $0.50. I'm going to be buying it into the halt level and getting out flat. It's holding up here. Halt level is now extended. Small size, tight stops. Will we continue? 60, 62. Come on, pull away, pull away. There we go. Great, nice. It's chasing down the halt level. Only 300 shares there though, so I'm not going to really see anything meaningful. But I'll take the $70. And Titanic. Okay, getting ready for resumption. We got about 35 seconds. 30 seconds. SBFM. SBFM, 30 seconds. $15 seconds. No fear, no hesitation. You guys know how it is here. We already accept the risk. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Here we go. We're halted at 140. Oh no. Oh no. Wow. Really? 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 I expect it to bounce here, but I mean, I don't know how likely that is. Really? I mean, what nonsense is that? Really? Okay. I didn't expect that. You see, it's why I don't like holding into halts, man. I would say there's no reason we should have that type of resumption. I mean, that's 20 cents down. If you're holding into size with that into that last one, it's a problem, right? This could be bad. This is it's weakness here, and it's not good for the sentiment. At least sideways and then flush, you know. Yeah, I didn't. That kind of caught me off guard. I didn't expect that at all. Not after such a good red to green out of the last halt, holding up, pushing up, giving the new high. So hopefully it opens up sideways and we get a bounce, right? If it opens up lower and flushes down again, then it's not good at all. Hopefully we can get a halt going right back up. Might be decent. Joseph, it's a little tricky, man. It's a little tricky. And there are some behind the scenes factors, right? With the market makers and them trying to get people to get shares to fill. So if you want to use the word manipulation of some sort, that could also be a thing here, right? But from what I was seeing, I didn't think that that should have happened, but it did, you know? So at 50 and 50 seconds, I think I'm going to size down again, to be honest. I'm going to size down again. I'm going to go down to 1500 just in case, right? If it bounces nicely, gets halted going back up, then I come back up in size, but gotta be careful here. But I want to buy it if it opens sideways and starts to curl. I think I want to buy. It'll be risky, of course, but I'll try to keep the stop as tight as possible if it decides it wants the Titanic. M, by the way, trying 5 days at 81. This one is a bit resilient, which is good. I didn't like the last sell-off, but curling up nicely. Want to be careful with though, the spreads do open up. I just despise the spreads going down like that, man. But a high day break might happen for break of 7. It's possible. There it is. Is it going to keep going? There are some buyers. Oh, I'm out a little early. It might break through 7 here. I'm going to hold through 7. Can we see it? Can we see it? Can we see it? I'll buy the bids if it can break below 80, but it's not. Yeah, there's a break of 7. Didn't really get to capitalize there, unfortunately. It's actually moving fairly well. Will we see another pullback? Fill me, fill me, fill me, fill me, fill me. Now hold and curl, hold and curl. Like you have to beg to get a fill on a bitch these days, you know? 70, 77, 67, 62, Titanic, 62, 61, 61. Could be a low pullback. I'll throw out an order. I'm going to miss the resumption there, actually. $0.10 stop here. $0.10 stop, $0.10 loss. It's another big pullback. Not bouncing. This other one doesn't look great either. We resumed sideways. What was the high? 24. This is weakness. So I'll be on the sidelines. Maybe we get something else. How are other stocks doing, like JAGX and other ones that we looked at? JAGX curled up a little bit, but nothing spectacular. WAL. TCRX. Not looking good. SBFM. Can we get over 24? The halt up is at 34. POLA. I'm gonna watch it here. Noticing the bits can open up just a little bit, so I'm gonna be mindful of that. 19, 20. What we want to see is it getting over 24 and getting halted up at 34. That's what we need to see here to get the short sellers panicking again. Right now they're feeling aggressive and confident. 20, 23. I'm going to size down even more. I'm going to size back up when the time is right. So we got a low there of 16. It might be backside, man. Who knows? Small bit of 20. And look at this MINM curling right back up to 7 again. It's a nice move up, big flush. Nice move up, big flush. Is break of 7 going to be worth it again? I don't know. I'm considering walking away with this green day here again. It's like similar to yesterday. Yesterday I kind of overstayed my welcome a little bit. We did risk an appropriate amount, but still. VCIG. What's this? Lighter volume move. Pushed up a bit. SBFM. SBFM. Come on. We need to see something here. CHSN from yesterday. PACW. Ton of stocks being mentioned. PACW. WAL. TIRX. TIRX. Will we see more volume? There's a spread. I'm not jumping into anything here. We need A quality. A quality. S class. Yeah, I'm going to give it to 10:15. If we don't see anything by 10:15, Relentless Trader is out like South. I am out of here. VCIG, power hour move. A week ago. Yeah, if we don't see anything by 10:15, and of course, can we see opportunities later into the day? The answer is yes. We probably will. It just comes down to, do you want to, sit back and wait? The momentum is definitely slowing down though these last few days versus, 4, 5, 6 days ago, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. If the market could just be hot every single day of the year, man, that's all we need. But there's the cycles, hot and cold. But this is the type of mindset you need in a cold market, is to just get green and then don't even look back at anything. Shut down the screens, log out, power down the PC till the next day. Before you know it, you get yourself in trouble if you keep watching. Halt down is at 103, SBFM. Well, being that nothing is moving, I think it's a good time to kind of mention the free course that you guys can win for those of you looking to get involved. in MMU. We are running a discount, but we understand that, things are tight. Things are tight for some people. And so Marcelo and I, we have decided to give away two, not one, but two, right? Since there's two teachers, two YouTube channels, we're going to give away two free courses, right? For gold, MMU gold, full access. All right, full access. And you can enter, right? You can enter the giveaway by, of course, being a part of our free Discord. If you're not familiar with Discord, that is a chat room service. And yes, you see this word free here. Free is key here in Relentless Trading. It's been that way for some time. And yeah, utilize the Discord, right? It's the YouTube stream comments, but more, right? We can post screenshots, pictures. We can do video calls, audio calls. We can share screens. Imagine pairing up with someone who's trading similar to you and being able to show them your screen and your trades for the day, right? You can select which monitor you want to show, all right? And you can go through your recording. These are the type of things that are happening in Discord, and sometimes even at 3 a.m. Some days I wake up 3 a.m., I go in Discord, there's someone talking and going over trades, so yeah, check it out. Subscribe to our channels, right? Relentless Trader here and Mighty Stocks from Marcelo. And, all you have to do is publish a video, about 5 minutes going over who you are, your trade style, and why you're looking forward to joining MMU. And, what are you going to do to, essentially achieve your goals. All right. So you can title the video MMU Manifesting My Future, #challenge. The deadline is, of course, May 25th. So there's a lot of time. There's been some great submissions, right? You guys know who you are. Some great submissions so far. So yes, competition is stiff. Competition is stiff, but, it comes down to how bad you want it. JAGX for break of pre-market highs. How's this level 2 looking here? For everyone else, you can use code MANIFEST for 50% off. Okay. It could be worth it here, but we need to see 120 minimum. Can the stock get to 120? The halt up is actually 121. I don't know. High of the last 5-minute candle, 105. The 5-minute chart looks decent. The pattern itself from pre-market looks good. We're seeing a cup, but are we going to need the handle, right? Or do we need sideways consolidation here below the lows, below the highs? It probably dips back down to $1 maybe. But let's see, how would this look? Maybe that's too much of a dip. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it does, right? Only time will tell. Maybe it goes right away. Sometimes they go straight through, but other days it's a little slower. There's a sounds dumb and sounds great. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Jeez Louise. Moon Trader done for the day. Kayak. Oh, 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 I think it was the company kayak that you traded. Okay. Nice, man. I gotta learn how to swim, man. Learning how to swim. I can't swim to save my life right now, which is not good. Being that I have this mindset, of course, I'd love to think if you just throw me into the ocean, I will find a way to make it to shore. But, sometimes you also got to be real. And being real, maybe I'm in the depths of the ocean, right? So I got to learn how to swim. And not just, to just, casual. Like I need to learn how to swim like a professional. I can go into any pool, any lake, the ocean and be comfortable. I went to vacation. I'm the only guy wearing a life jacket. Everyone just jumping in. That's when I realized, oh man, one of these days I got to take some lessons. Miami. I don't know. No, no, not Miami. I'm not gonna be there anytime soon, unfortunately. Would be nice to enjoy that weather down there. Go swimming in Miami. When I was younger, my mother's afraid of water, like deep water and that type of stuff. Like there were stories of like back in South America of like kids kind of like getting away and like playing. They okay, it's like, hey, stay in the house and read, right? Read your books, and then they sneak outside to go play with the neighborhood kids, and maybe they're playing cricket or soccer in the streets, and then before you know it, one thing leads to another, and it's, hey, let's go swimming, right? And not everybody comes back. So there's a few stories like that, and so it's like for her, it's always been a fear. Like, nope, nope, don't ever go close to water. So Relentless Trader has never really, of course at this age, yeah, but not back then. It's like, yeah, staying away. So never really learned how to swim. Yeah, that happened. That happened to in a few places back there. You're a kid, but the thing is, you're going with this group. Some of those guys, they know how to swim. Some people do, right? Their parents, they taught them and everything. You go thinking that, and it's like you're not thinking, you're not aware. The water might be clear. It might not even look deep. You see all the guys jumping in. You think it's something maybe that's like automatic. You don't second guess it. Before you know it, you jump in there and that's it. If they don't recognize you, or if there's someone that's not old enough there, that's a part of that like group of people. Just like that, that's it. You're done. My brother had that happened to my brother, right? But luckily for him, there was someone old enough that was there, part of the group, to get him out, or he would have been to the depths, Titanic. But he got lucky. He is the more aggressive version of me, right? So of course he went without thinking twice. In I'm Guyanese, right? Guyana. This is the only English-speaking country down there. North, I believe, northeast of Brazil, or no, no, northwest of Brazil. But swimming is not hard. The main thing is fear. It's another battle of fear, right? Just like anything else, really. Skydiving and some of these things, okay, that might be a little bit more crazy, but the fear, man, the panic. Some people probably could save themselves, but instead of like, hey, okay, let me try to like think a little bit, just think back of the movies and the the days you were at a pool and the movements that people were making to try and stay afloat. Instead, it's panic and fear, and then they're just sinking. I've seen some military stuff where they're like, to really save somebody, you have to knock them out, and then it's easier to actually get them out of the water, which is crazy. Or else they just pull you down. Learning how to float first. I never forget the day I went to this beach this one time, and this guy, he's like into the deep end, and he's just there, like he's on a bed like this, hands behind the head, legs are crossed, he's just floating there. It's the craziest thing. Anyhow, okay, maybe I'm getting a little too distracted here, right? Time to get back into the technicals. This is what starts to happen when nothing is moving. Relentless trader goes on a long rant and then ends up missing opportunities. So let's get back to the rotation. VCIG halted up. Anybody watching at this one? When is the resumption? 9 and 51 seconds. So there's about a minute. VCIG, if anyone is looking at this. I don't know though. There's not a lot of volume here. You see, these type of stocks I don't want to touch, man. It's just 15,000, well, 46,000 shares going up on this candle. Okay, what else do we have? TIRX, not really looking great. TCRX, not much, sideways. SBFM, still down and sideways. POLA, PACW, MINM, JAGX still trying. I don't know. It doesn't seem aggressive though. Like, for me, I need something that has limited downside risk and high upside potential. Like a squeeze, right? An imbalance to the buy side. This one is just slow and steady, so I don't know. So it's not good for me when the market is slow. When the market is slow, I don't really do very well because, I'm not seeing what I need, right? So in the slower markets, even if I have to go sideways, I don't mind as long as I'm not red, really. Like, you can't be deep red, even if you're slightly red. But to be deep in the red is a problem, right? So, as the markets slow down, even if I have to slow down, if that's what's necessary, then that's what will be done. I'll never forget the nightmare of October 2020, my biggest red month live. I think I've had 2 red months. One of them down like $100, the other one down 3,500. Stubbornness. So here's 13. JAGX pushing up a little bit, but back down a bit. Oh, bigger drop down. People are buying, but it's not bouncing. There's a big bid, 19,000. Okay. Yeah, JAGX a little tricky, man. Pulling back off of 13. Yeah, I was stubborn. I didn't want, and it looks like this is a 10-minute halt. I didn't stop doing let's say the wrong things, right? The market was saying the breakouts are not working very well. You have to buy the dips and then hold into the highs, sell quickly before they pull back. Didn't want to change what I was doing. So since then I had to I made the vow to myself, hey, the market, whenever the market is telling you something, you just have to listen. None of us are bigger than the market, right? So there's 17 JAGX right back up. Was that a bear trap? 29,000 share seller at 18, can get through. And then a 44,000 share seller at 20. It's a tricky stock. It's always been a tricky stock, really, for me. Ford. No, I've looked at Ford though a couple of times, but never really traded it. The halt up is at 126. We got sellers at 20. It's pushing up though, right? It's up pushing up. Shares are getting bought up. There's 21, 22. I don't think I'll trade this. Yesterday I ended up trading that other one. I don't think I'll trade this one today. It's yesterday that other stock was good, man. I feel like this one, I don't know, tricky. And it's not even on screen. I forgot. Shoots. So I'm talking about it. JagX. Yeah, I think today will be an early day, right? So let me know if you guys got any questions. Let me know if you guys got any questions. The stock that I've swung was Tesla, right? A couple months ago. A nice $40 share winner. Although I could have made much more if I'd followed my plan. I got scared. I got fearful as I saw so much red. This is the drop to 100. I started scaling in. Where did I start scaling in? Like 155? Like everything be like below 155, I started scaling in, scaling in. And then became fearful. I thought it was pulling a Facebook or something. Like, wait, like this bottom is not bottoming. But the goal was for me to continue to scale in, right? Before the drop, it's like, hey, I have a fixed amount of buying power. I'm gonna scale into this for a longer term swing trade. But as JagX is coming back down, you know, buying into the red is one of the best things that I've been trying to learn how to do and been doing, right? Buying weakness where you know that there is some form of support. That's where we need to be buying, right? Elon was selling shares, of course. They also had some supply chain issues, right? It wasn't a bad time to be buying. I mean, the stock already did 100% since then, and then it's even back down a bit now, right now. But from like 101, if I had averaged in like I was supposed to, my average would have been like 120 or something, and I could have done close to 100% or maybe more, depending on where I would have sold. Maybe a little less. It was a good trade, nevertheless, but still, we didn't follow the plan, and that's all that really matters. So VCIG, I wonder if Save is in this one. He probably is. Let me see. Oh, goodness. Ay, ay, ay. The memes in Discord. No, Save doesn't seem to be in this one. He's in something else. This is his specialty, right? Okay, I think I'm out of here, guys. I think I'm out of here, man. This is it for me. I'm not gonna touch anything else. I'll be back tomorrow. Green day of 469.39, and we will be back. I don't remember trading anything, so the P&L is down. Did I touch something recently? Or maybe I had a scratch trade. Okay, we gave back $10. Well, 10 cents on this trade there. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, so Green Day, we'll be back tomorrow. Short day here, quick day, but I don't feel like the momentum is worth sticking around for right now. The weakness from SBFM on that resumption, I still can't believe it opened up that low. I mean, versus the strong move that we were seeing to the upside. I mean, it was an incredible move to just, complete slap in the face to all the bulls. So I'll be back tomorrow. I'll post this archive for the students so we can review and study up and come back better. And yeah, I'll catch you guys. So for those of you on YouTube, be sure to leave a like. And uh yeah, leave a like. Yeah, yes, Vitali, what's up? Let me know, brother, what's going on. Yeah, leave a like for everyone else. Vitali, I hope you're doing all right though, man. It's been a while since we spoke. Hope everything is good. Shout out to Vitali, man. Shout out to Vitali. One day I'll, and hopefully for everyone else as well. Um, we're gonna have some nice meetups in the future. I can already see them happening. The Lakers, will the Lakers beat the Warriors? So they lost last night, of course, which was to me expected. Um, if Steph Curry would have went out like that, then it just would have been embarrassing. But the Lakers, some people are saying they're a complete team. I don't believe they are. LeBron, of course, have had in the past much better teams. Even the Lakers team in the bubble, I think, was much better than this team. But they got some decent guys, Achimura and maybe the list ends there, right? Achimura off the bench is good. Vanderbilt needs to use his size more inside. Like he's too much of a liability on offense. But of course, LeBron at this age is doing what he can. He's not the same LeBron, I don't think, but he's still pretty good. Davis is just inconsistent. He needs to, 35 and 10 every night, 35 and 15 minimum. But hopefully they can win at home and because if they, I don't know, man, if game seven is like, 50-50, right? They need to just close them out tomorrow and then that's it. Move on to the next round. And hopefully they see Denver because I think they could probably play Denver a little bit better. Phoenix probably tear them up. But LeBron and KD matchup would also be good, you know. So yeah, take it easy, guys. Anthony Davis, man. Anthony Davis. So VCIG. It's pretty volatile, all right. I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not gonna get sucked back into this market. No, no way, no way. Yeah, but I'm a LeBron fan, right? So I'm hoping I'm rooting for the Lakers always. The Sixers team are pretty talented and it looks like they might close out Boston. I think they're the more talented team. Embiid is better than Tatum and Harden, no, despite all the bad talks he's been getting, he's definitely in my book better than Brown. I mean, those Rockets days, man. So, Maxey is better than the next best person on the Celtics. Who's that? Marcus Smart, right? Maxey's pretty good for a young guy. Tobias is all right. So yeah, the Sixers are more talented, and Miami, Miami doesn't even deserve to be where they are. The Knicks are I don't even know. The Knicks. I feel sorry for the Knicks fans, man. Um, Miami, I think, got lucky in that first round. I had the Bucks to win it all, right? I thought the Bucks were was going to be the best team, but of course, your star player going down for 2 or 3 games in the playoffs is very very costly. So they were kind of compromised. A lot of this thing has to do with mentality. If you come out and you beat the team twice, 3 times, they start to feel like they can't win and they lose confidence. But when they win games and it's like a mindset thing. And that's why the Kings were so good against the Warriors is that they felt like they could win. It's like they weren't afraid, right? As the number one team, you have to strike fear. Like you have to go out there and let it be known that we're the best and there's nothing you can do. So You know, the Heat, I think whoever wins the Sixers series will go to the finals in the East. The West is, of course, a little bit more different, right? I mean, it could be the Warriors, it could be the Suns, it could be Lakers. I don't know. But yeah, guys, stay safe, stay green, trade smart, trade setups if you're going the distance. And, without Tyler Hero, man, the Heat's, I don't know, the competition they're facing right now is just not good. The Knicks are just, I'm surprised the Knicks even made the playoffs, man. But yeah, guys, take it easy, stay safe, and catch you guys next time. Tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. for Wild Card Friday.